Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of Garage Studio Modelers. I'm Dave Forrest, and this is my good friend
Harvey Lowe.
And in today's episode, I finished. There's no we in this. I finished.
I've had to think and look at Panthers
He's had to suffer through
10
multiple episodes.
20 episodes.
So the Panther's finally done. Finally got around to finishing it. And the time it took me to do that is in no way a reflection on the kit. That was just me kind of not losing interest, but kind of, you know how it is, right? You get distracted and whatnot, other projects, other things in life.
But if you would cumulatively put it together, how many days would it be? Weeks? 3 weeks? Say?
Start to finish, yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah, probably 3 weeks worth of, effort.
Pretty good.
Moderate,
It's pretty good.
Yeah. So so again, I can't say enough about the kit. It's a great look at, again, it's simplified, right? Which leads to the speed of build, but certainly allows you to get perfect alignment on the running gear, the road wheels. I ended up putting, as you know, full tracks on here, and I kind of go back and forth on tools.
Yeah, I do too.
Right?
Yeah, some are good. Some are
good. Some are there's that for sure. The smaller ones can be a little bit futzier to deal with. But you're right though. You can't beat that sag. It's like that natural sag that you just get with the natural weight of the tracks. And the nice thing about this particular kit is because the arms are kind of molded into the side of the hull, so it's like a very secure fit. It's a great platform to support the weight of the. So I know I bought a couple of 3D printed tracks for this.
Right, you just decided not to.
I decided not to use them. Yeah. Although I did use them as the spare tracks because the detail on them was just that much nicer.
And these are called Blitz kits?
Blitz kits, yeah. So they just released the Yag Panther.
Yeah.
Which I was going to get and then decided maybe...
Do they do a Yada Tiger?
No. The only two they have is the Panther and the Yag Panther. So it's the Panther chassis. So I don't know if they're going to... I imagine they'll probably do some more based on the success of this kit. I haven't heard much about the Yag Panther.
No, I haven't either.
So.
Only cursory, I heard that it may be too simplified, but I haven't seen it, so I that's just rumors on the web, you know. I haven't seen it.
So again, I think, again, just to do an overall recap of this, I think it's a great kit that is a great platform if you want to super detail it, which I did to a degree. I didn't go crazy on it, but I added like the 3D printed cleaning rod holder. I added a 3D printed exhaust or fire extinguisher on the side here. We can rotate it. I added a 3D printed barrel. Or not barrel, muzzle brake. It comes with a metal barrel, but a 3D printed muzzle brake, just because I had them and the detail on them is a little bit better than what you get in the kit. And maybe some clamps, some 3D printed tool clamps. I added some metal tool clamps because I broke off the ones that are on the cleaning rod, or I guess that's a crowbar, big crowbar, and that's about. And then the tracks, of course, and that's about it. Like the rest of the kit is pretty much out of the box. It just speaks to the quality of the kit, right? So if you want to go crazy and super detail it, there's a whole bunch of examples online you can find where people went a lot further than I did.
And there's probably examples where people just build out a box, which is fine.
Which is fine, yeah. I mean, dimensionally it looks correct. It's an easy build. There's no stress whatsoever with the road wheels. The tracks are a little bit simplified and that the guide horns are filled in. But if that doesn't bother you, it's for $30 Canadian, $35 Canadian.
Well, I would think though
that's a great value.
Quite a lot of modelers enjoy different aspects of modeling. Some love to super detail. Others say, I just want it in my collection.
Yeah.
So, people know that I've got my Yonkers Matchbox that I did. I think it's also back to basics where you can just pick a model. Who cares if the guide horns are filled in? Sure. Put it on the shelf.
Yeah.
Then you'll maybe get all your models done before you.
Or if that bothers you, use it as a test case.
Yes.
Like if you're testing a particular and you don't want to invest a lot in the build. Because you're unsure where that journey is going to take you. It's a perfect vehicle for that.
So I'll even say, now that you mentioned that, I will do an episode on my Lancaster. because I built that model, right? I built that model in 3 days. And it's obviously not my greatest work, but it was about one of the crew members in it. And I'll do an episode on that. And that was a test bed, because I've never built seriously a Bomber Command Lank for my 48th one.
Exactly.
Testing.
Testing. Like, how am I going to do the black under side, and how am I going to do the camo?
Yes. It's perfect.
Yeah. So I think, and I'm as guilty of this as anyone, if not more, where you kind of obsess about just getting all the details, and I've got to get all the aftermarket parts and whatnot, and sometimes just do a quick out of the box build, and it just kind of
goes on your shelf at the end.
Yeah, and you feel good. You've got something accomplished, and it gives you gives you motivation to go on to the next project. So there's a lot to be said for doing that. I don't do that enough. I think I'm
doing it more.
Yeah. I like your approach.
And I scratch build, so I go this way and then I go the other way.
Yeah, scratch building. That's not for me.
That's great. Yeah, and you took it to a compromise, where you
to a degree,
and you enjoyed it.
I did.
That's
most of it.
Okay. Except the tracks. I don't like these two.
I think there's in a build there's always a part you get to where you've just got to slog through it. I haven't had a single, with the exception of maybe that Tamiya 48 scale Challenger 2.
Tamiya. Okay.
Right, that just blew together, and painting it was a breed. Like, that's...
How many projects you have on the go at any one time?
A lot. Well, actively?
Yeah.
I'd say usually 2 to 4.
I have 20.
Actively?
Actively.
Yeah, so I have...
Go back and forth.
I've got there's probably another 12 to 15 that are...
Right.
Back in boxes.
Sure.
Right, but there's, right now on my workbench, there's 3.
Oh, okay. I have 18. I have.
Right.
I have 18.
So I'm not necessarily that I bounce through all 3 in any one session, but
right.
Like, I'm working on an Edward Spitfire. I'm trying to get that ready for the Capcom show.
Yep.
So that's my focus.
Right.
And then I want to finish off that Tamiya H39, the French tank.
Yes.
Right? And then I'm into. We'll talk about this in the subsequent episode. I'm kind of into jets now. So
yeah,
I've got a couple of Phantoms I want to do. And
we're going to do a review in an episode.
We'll do a review shortly. On something neat that I picked up at the Torcan show.
Yeah, I get all mine done. Not to gloat, but if I start something, I'll finish it. But I just move from one to the other.
I will too. Eventually,
you got to feel the model, right? Like, you got to get into it. I can't.
Well,
work on something and then I'll get back into it.
Yeah, it's a compromise. My view is that this is a hobby.
It's a hobby,
and you do it for enjoyment. Right. And if you're not if you're really not enjoying the build, like I said, there's parts you got to fight through it no matter what.
Yeah.
But if you're really not enjoying the build, then just put it aside. It's a hobby, and it's not like I lack for selection of This is just
so let's go offline because we don't rehearse these. I won't mention the name of the fellow. He unfortunately passed on, but he's a really good modeler, and I remember he was working on a model one day that was there. I can't remember, a long time ago. It was not going anywhere, and it was not bad to me. It was a 48th Japanese. I think it was a Lily. Actually, it's a Barrera kit.
Oh, okay.
He's doing it all up, and then he just swears, and he whips it at the wall. Just goes right into the wall, and I said, "What are you doing? You should have given it to me." So if you feel that way, don't do that, because I could have finished it. He just said, "That's it, I'm done." He whips it.
So here first, right? If you have any models that you just can't finish, send them to Harvey.
Yeah, send them to me. Send them to me. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll fix it.
Well, but sometimes maybe he did that to get some closure on this.
Yeah,
so because I don't have to deal with this anymore. As opposed to, hey, it's sitting there and it's always something I've got to worry about. It's in the back of my mind.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you did a survey.
Yeah, but destroying a model is never recommended.
No, I don't think anybody would throw it to me.
It's a hobby.
It's a hobby. But no, he got frustrated with it. It's not an easy build.
I've done that once.
Did you?
In my life, yeah, where I just.
Well, I never done it.
Mistake after mistake after mistake, and I just in a bout of frustration. Maybe I probably had some other things going on.
No, I've shot a lot of them with pellet rifles when I was a kid.
Well, but that's
everybody did.
That's more
firecrackers.
That's more of a conscious choice as opposed to in the moment active.
It's a bit of a psychological
blind frustration.
You sure I might have had as a child? I don't know.
Well,
Anyways, we're off topic.
Explains a lot.
Anyway. Oh, so back to this. Did you use Decals? What are the 209? Decals?
Yeah, they're Decals.
Okay.
Or decal. And actually, I was hoping to use somebody else's Decals, like aftermarket that I had, and I searched them and I found some, but they were so thin that they kind of just broke up. So I ended up going back to the kit.
These are kit Decals.
These are kit Decals,
Nice.
which are a little thick, like the Tacom. And this is Tacom effectively. Even though it says Das Work, it's Tacom. Their Decals are a little thick, so I sourced the crosses from an Echelon set I have. Echelon Decals are the best.
Yes,
they're
really good. Yes, they are.
Thin,
yes.
go down. We'll even set down really nice little Resimmerith. But the numbers I used were from the kit.
You really did a nice job weathering the wheels. Subtle.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you did the episode. I wouldn't go in it, but I like subtle.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Outside of a German or Russian tank on the Eastern Front, I know they got a lot of mud on it. I just don't like a lot of it. It just hides everything. I know that it happened like that. They got bogged in the mud, but I like I could see the colors underneath, and I know that's an artistic thing. But
yeah.
I don't like putting a lot of mud on my tanks.
Yeah, it depends. This one I kept a little bit cleaner.
What'd you do? How did you do the tow cable?
So I painted in a medium gray, and then I put a dark brown wash on it, and then I layer in a thinned or like a wash of dust.
And these are metal?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think they were. I want to say.
So that's aftermarket, or did it come with a kit? That's aftermarket too.
No, they came. I think they came.
Really?
I remember. Yeah, they came with the kit, or they were, obviously aftermarket.
Okay.
That's all I do with them. The track tow cable, the smaller one on the other side, that was aftermarket. So I just had thinner.
Yes, I see it.
Right.
Yeah. You know what?
And then I just to add a little bit of interest on the back here, the covers for the raised fan. I just did those. Like I just assumed that the crew would take them off, put them back on, but they wouldn't put them back on in the same order. And I also painted a couple in like a gray primer and one in a red.
Do you have
primer.
a photo to prove it?
No, I don't. No,
it's not accurate.
Artistic license.
It's not accurate, man.
Yeah. There's no photo that shows the colors of the of these particular tanks.
You know what I find is a nice. Here's a tip. You know what I find is a nice combination for a fuel stain. Tamiya clear orange, mixed with a bit of Tamiya clear green. Mix them together.
Yeah.
A bit more orange, and with a drop of Tamiya earth. Mix them up. Have a little more leaning towards the clear orange side, because you know how fuel sometimes has these.
Yeah. These are like the hues. Yeah.
Yep. Perfect.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I didn't put any fuel stains on this. The other thing too is I didn't weather up on the front glacis plate.
And why? What's your?
I just like you don't.
Yeah, like the.
You don't see a lot of mud up there.
Yeah.
Right, so they're kind of high. I did mud on the bottom.
Right.
And I did some splashes, some speckling. And I thought that was enough.
Now, why did Panther tanks not have stowage a lot on them? Because they were big enough to throw stuff inside. You don't see like a Sherman, with baggage and
that's a good question.
stuff.
Yeah, you don't
see it. You don't see it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because.
Same with Tigers.
Yeah, they just wanted to keep the backs good because of the venting. Or
but the crew still had
bedrolls. There's probably a lot of stuff inside the tank.
Probably, yeah.
I guess
because I've never seen a photo of a Tiger or a Panther.
There's some but it's not a lot.
Not like a Sherman.
Sherman or Stug, even the Stugs, right?
The Stugs had stuff, but
I just wonder if it's because they were, kind of later in the war, where from '43 onwards, where these came into action.
Yeah,
like they were defensive battles.
True. You just didn't see even hanging off the side. You don't see a lot.
No, that's one. Speaking of that, that's one thing I might add to this. I might add like a jerry can.
Sure, I've seen those. Yes,
hanging off the side here, just to bring some interest to this area here.
And we talked about this. Perhaps a figure. When I
gotta do figures.
I gotta hone my skills on figures.
I gotta do figures.
Yeah. I started in figures way back, but I gotta get back. I really want to get back to figures.
Yeah, it's an art. Yeah, there's some nice figures. Like I want to do it. Like there's one set where you have a commander that's kind of low in the copula, and you've got the gunner that's got this hatch open, and he's just reaching out, and he's just like ejecting an empty shell. Right?
Yeah.
And I thought that would be a great little vignette to do.
Yeah. But there you go. It's finished.
Yeah. So on to the next thing, which for the purposes of what we're going to do on the channel here, I haven't quite figured out yet.
Well, you got the French H30. Was it
H30? Yeah, I'll probably talk about that
because you're pretty well underway on that.
Yeah, that'll be done hopefully soon.
Yeah.
And I'll use the masks that you so graciously did for me there on that, so that'll be fun. But yeah, so she's finally done. I'm pretty happy with it.
Looks great.
And I'll take this to the Ottawa show.
Very nice. I love the scheme. Yep.
Yeah. So it was a lot of fun. The exhausts I kind of tried 2 different techniques.
Oh yeah.
I'll turn it out so the camera can see it, but. One I went kind of heavy on, and the other one I went a little bit lighter on. And I think I like the one I went a little bit lighter on.
Yeah, I prefer less is best.
Yeah.
That's what I prefer.
Yeah, so that was a bit of a test. What else? Is there anything else I've mentioned about this? Yeah, I'm kind of pleased. I like the I was a little bit dubious about the camo scheme, but I think with everything done and it weathered and toned down a little bit, I kind of like it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's interesting. I never thought I'd do something like that.
Well, it looks great.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah.
German armor, I don't do enough of it, but it's cool.
Yeah, I think
it's cool.
You always kind of like the bad guy stuff, right?
Yeah. People say, well, Harvey, you're Chinese, why do you build Japanese? Well, of course, I didn't like the Japanese army and what they did in World War II, but their equipment, their aircraft, I just find attractive.
Yeah.
It's not a political thing. I just think the bad guy stuff is kind of cool.
Yeah. Like in Star Wars, the Empire is all cool.
Yeah. I love Japanese and Italian aircraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were on the other side. But they had neat stuff, which is what I like.
Yes. Yeah, they're great subjects.
But I am working on a couple of Allied aircraft, just going putzing around. P-47. I'm thinking about doing in Brazilian markings. So I'm kind of venturing into the Allied side, especially with that Lancaster. I never did a Lancaster, and since I was a kid,
no,
I've never done one. It's like wow.
I've got the HK kit.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm dying to get on that.
Can somebody please do a 1/48th conversion to a Manchester, please? I know Paragon did one, but that's insane if you can get one. They're like $500.
That's a 2-engine?
That's a 2-engine.
With the same type of Merlin
engine? Yeah, the tall fin tail. They were, I think, inline engines on the Manchester. But I just like doing different things, so I'd love to get somebody to do it.
And that came out first, right? That was put into operations first. They realized it was a little bit underpowered, so they said, well, let's... And then the Lancaster was born in that.
Now...
I think...
Yeah, if I have the wherewithal to get my other projects done, I mean, one thought is to do the Sanger. Sanger does a vacuform. Sanger vacuform in a Manchester and made it with the...
Friends don't let friends build Sanger kits.
Yeah, no. But I did the Sanger I made the Sanger Key 57 Topsy to an ICM Key 21. That's going in. That's going in one of the major magazine articles.
Nice.
Yep. Come see my Facebook. You'll see it there.
Nice.
But great work.
Thank you. Yeah. So that so I guess that wraps up the Panther and this episode. So we'll look forward to seeing everybody in the next one. Take care, everyone. Thanks.